I bought some skirting from Amazon and I'm going to put it up. In this video, I'm going to be showing you how I winterize my home because I live in a very cold state. And so first things first, I measured the length of the trailer on the other side. And then now I've got the skirting out here on the ground. I'm going to roll it out and I'm going to cut it at the length that it needs to be, which is 28 feet. And so let's get going on doing that. This is actually designed that you are supposed to wrap it around your entire trailer and hook it with this lock that they give you. Because I have a fifth wheel and I've got a storage unit in front, I cannot do that process. So I've come up with a different solution on how to put this up. I need 28 feet. There's 16. I need 12 more feet. I just put a pen there to mark that. Hopefully that won't come out from under there. There's 28 feet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my ruler and I'm going to cut that right there. I really had to think this through and figure out how to do it and make it work. Oh, it cuts easy. Sweet. Hey, true. Now I've cut it a little bit more than I need so I can have some room to play around the back where the bumper is. Tape here to the, it's a aluminum metal kind of mesh. I don't know why it's there. I don't know why they have a big green thing on top. Okay, now I have something I can work with. First things first, I gotta go get rid of the stuff on the other side. I'll show you what I mean. I'm gonna take this lattice down. I'm leaving the insulation. This turned out to be short, but at least it will sit there. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it over and put it up against the RV. I want to see where it's going to land because I'm going to have to wash the area before I try to tape it. I got to go behind this thing and squeeze it through, which will help hold it up, which is good. Okay, I'm going to go around the hose because I'll be cutting slits where I need to. This is going to be a job. I can see that. Okay, I want it right there because I'm going to tape it to that wall. I'm going to have to cut around these areas that are out here. I got to make a slit where this is going to go. I've got to cut an opening where my tanks are, and then it's going to be behind this thing. Once I cut a slit where it needs to go, and it should give me the 20. I cut 28 feet. I gave myself more, but right now it doesn't look like it. Okay, I got work to do. Just spent 15 minutes trying to find this. That's how it goes. Okay, so I've washed where the tape is going to go. I ordered black duct tape off of Walmart. They had to ship it to me. It's supposed to stand up to UV light and all that stuff. Ooh, that comes off easy. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this right here. And I'm going to tape it to this wall. When I saw it online, I thought that it was a, boy, this sure doesn't feel like it's going to stick very well. Yeah, I'll have to double up on it because it's coming off of there way too easy, off of the roll. It said it was super strong. They lied. There, I'm going to put another one going down next to it. Probably will stick better. Anyway, I thought that this had a Velcro attachment, like you put the Velcro strip on the RV and then you put it, you know, you Velcro it, and that wasn't the case. So I had to really think about, okay, how am I going to do this and make it function? And always the Lord gives me the answer. Duct tape. It's always duct tape. So now I'm going to come around here, and I'm going to come right to here, and then I'm going to slice down here. There's a lot of slices I have to make on this side, so I wanted to get this side done first, because the other side will be easier in the long run. And I'm going to double tape over that. Around here, I think it needs it. Could probably just tear this, but there we go. Okay. It cuts easy. I'm just going to, right there. I have to go below a little bit so the tape will adhere to the wall and not to the door, because they have to open this door when they change the propane tank. I think this tape's ugly anyway. I don't know why it's there. Okay. There we go. Okay. Okay, I've got a fresh blade. Should slice and dice right through this thing. Oh yeah. Fresh blades are always wonderful. I got to deal with this thing. Oh, I know what I can do. I'm just going to let this drop down over the top of it. All right, I'm going to tape this first. I'm going to tape this part first. Fresh blades make all the difference. They do indeed. Okay, that one's right there. I'm trying to cut holes in this thing for the whatchamacallums. Not the cuts, but struggling to get this one around it. There we go. Okay. All right. And I can tape up on the door on this one because this door never gets used for anything. So where it is okay. I am, yeah, I gotta get that underneath the hose. You know, only having one set of hands is sometimes a pain. But I've got to get this anchored somehow because it, oh yeah, way to go downhill. This is like duct tape that you get at Dollar Tree. That's exactly what it feels like. Okay, so what I'm gonna have to do is stand here and pull back on this till I get it. I have to move you out of my way. So we're going to do this like this. Now, I didn't want my phone stand to get knocked over, and it's about to. I got to change this too, this filter. It's been on there for longer than 3 months. What this is just a gigantic piece of really thick felt. We're getting her done. Okay. Felt, please. This is actually going exactly as I thought it would in my mind, which is wonderful. The tough part right here, not quite sure. Cutting a slit, I don't know. I'm going to give it a go and see, go at it from this setup. And come right to there. We need blades dull already. I hope not. And cut. All right, so this part of it has to come up and over to the other side of this right here and come down in like that. And then this, I'm gonna have to cut a little bit more. See, what I want is to be able to marry these two things back together, but I don't know if that's going to happen. I'm going to get this all on the other side now. Beautiful. Yes. Yes. I can put tape right here, a lot of it, to marry that right there. Oh, good, 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 good. Okay. We are rocking and rolling. Okay. That's the last thing I have to cut. Now all I have to do is tape. So I'm just going to let this roll. We're going to put some more tape, reinforce that. This actually went a lot smoother than I anticipated. I was very disappointed with the tape itself. I thought it was going to be a really strong tape, but it's not. But I think it'll work. So back here towards the end of the trailer, it started buckling on me, and at first I couldn't figure out why. And then it dawns on me that the ground is higher back here than it is at the front of the trailer. So I had to get it taped down, and then I had to take the bottom part of the skirting and pull it out from the bottom so that it would lay like a flip on somebody's hair. You know how your hair flips instead of a page boy, which is under the trailer. So that's what I'm trying to do there, is to get it to straighten out. And see, I'm pulling it out right there. Okay, I got this side done. I got that pulled out to where it sits better. Got that taped shut right there. I added reinforcing tape in places where it needs it. Like, see how it's not sticking to the felt right here? Yeah, this tape is horrible. It really is. But got my pull thingies for the tanks. And then it meets up here at this wall. So it looks a lot better than the junk I had on here. This is all I'm going to do today. I'll do the other side tomorrow. I need to get it done because we're going to be getting down into the 40s for a high. This back here is that's going to be a challenge. I'm not really sure how I'm going to deal with this because the bumper is like, yeah, this is going to be a pain in the neck. I don't know what I'm going to do back here, but I thought I had cut enough to come all the way back, but I didn't, so I'm going to have to wrap around. I think what I'll do is I'll just wrap around and stop right there, cut another piece to go. I don't know. I can't think about it right now. Well, I came out and checked my tape on the other side where I put up my stuff yesterday. It's not sticking to the felt really well, so I decided to drive over to Walmart. They have Gorilla black duct tape. Yay. So I'm getting ready to do this side and I need to get her done. Okay. Okay, I'm going to take this off. This side is going to be so much easier to do. Okay, so I got it all cleaned up and everything removed over here. And once again, the process is the same as yesterday. I'm going to be washing this down, and I cut it 6 inches longer than I needed it because that way I can tuck it in behind here like that. There we go. Okay, this side is going to be so much easier. I've only a couple doors that I have to cut around. So using the Gorilla tape, I washed my surface. I had to run another line of tape on this as well. The tape doesn't want to stick to the felt. So, even though it's Gorilla tape. Anyway, this part is done. All I have left is this right here and then around the bumper. I want to show you how I winterize the inside of my home. So in the living room, I have carpet that I put down last year, and I have the 1/2-inch puzzle piece pads underneath the carpet. Highly recommend for padding. And then this year I bought new puzzle piece pads for my kitchen floor. I've got hardwood floors underneath the pads, and this is such a pretty pattern on here that I just am going to keep it on here all the time. I'm not going to remove it. And so we come through the kitchen and we come up to the hallway, and I also had enough pads that I was able to put it in the hallway as well. So it's all the way down the hallway, and it's also in my bathroom, and that's making a big difference. Last year and all the years that I've lived here, my solution has been to put this in the window, and then I put the cellophane over it that you blow dry. This year I'm not doing that. I took the window turner thingies off to open and close the window so that I could fit these window insulation pieces in here snugly into this rectangle frame. So I'm not going to put the cellophane over the window this year because I end up not being able to have any light come through. And I don't want tape back on here again because I got all the tape off of here. I just cut a piece to fit in the rectangle of the window. This is actually for storm windows, but they didn't have them in here when I got the trailer. So that is in the windows. I have it in that window. That window. I think this is 3/4 inch insulation on my front door. And then I have it in that window. I need to apply it in that window. And then over here, this window, I never remove the cellophane. It stays on here. It's been on here for a couple thousand years because I like the light coming through this window. So I just leave the cellophane on there because that window doesn't open or close. So that is how I winterize my trailer. I use electric heat. And so this is my way I keep my living room warm. And what I do is at night, I turn that down. I close this. This is when I go to bed. I close this. I turn the heat out there down, way down. And then I bought this little fireplace for my bedroom. And I have this going at night to keep it warm up here and down the hallway into the bathroom. There's the Peanut, my cute little precious baby, who I love to death. So I've got this little fireplace and the one in the living room, and that's how I heat my house. This is the bathroom. I've got the same thing going on in here. This is the bedroom, and I've got the same thing on the windows in here as well. All right, I got everything done. I got the bumper done. I need to tape right here, tape that down. I got this side done, and I'm happy with the way it turned out. So it's taped down over here. So yeah. I'm going to end the video with this. I hope that you got something out of this video. If maybe you're needing to put a skirt around your RV for a lot less money than what you could be paying. This suffices. I pray it's waterproof. I think it is. Yeah, thank you for watching. I appreciate it. I'll see you next time. Don't forget to comment, like, and share, and subscribe. Thank you.